let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check it to 10.
Know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey got choked, long I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit, ex-slick then hit with the back then you out of zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bip. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Stay with your man. He's checking.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to Mixon on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, here we go. Oh, 368. Slam. Kill. Turn up. 22 Jet Bombers. 22 hands up.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So Dalton now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
93, 52, 93, 44. 44. There you go.
Now Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught at the 10. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. And even 50 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
On second and goal, Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Mahomes now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 54 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll bring this one back to the 20.
To make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded at the 2. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ladies! 54 Mike. Here you go, can.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Stop.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and
Here you go, can. Heavy. Here you go, 368.
Check. Mike's 56.
From the 29, Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
Watch this.
Mixon with a first down carry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 41 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Switch.
57. Mike, 57.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40 and down to the 16-yard line. A big pickup of 38. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. That one 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense. People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
McCoy's got the first down and more. And cuts out right sideline. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Check. Lucky.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Watch the pass. Check 4. Check 37. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
General West.
Watch the shit.
Dalton off play action. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Show it up.
368. Hey, Alpha.
56 to Mike.
Hey, go 368. Danny.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Guys up.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Hey, high 7.
Right there. 56.
2 by 2. Move.
Sponge. No.
What's the motion?
Mike 56.
Guys up.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hot. Lady.
56. Right here.
Shift. Hot.
Check 24.
61. Matchbox lights.
On first down, Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the run. Check 31.
93, 52, 93, 44. Heads up.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. So a designed run last play, now Dalton to pass. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Bates. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Check.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong. Hey. Check.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 2 plays in a row there where the defense just annihilates the running game.
Yeah, they feel pretty good about themselves right now, don't they? I can guarantee you in that huddle, man, we've got them on the run. They can't move the ball. And there's always one guy who says, hey, we might be getting set up for something. Make sure you loosen up a little bit and look for the big shot.
Yeah, have to be ready here in pass protection on 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Evans leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yellow, 480, and what's your leg?
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
43, 43, 57,
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
2 by 2. Move. Regular. Heavy. Stop.
To try again after the sack. Dalton. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue.
Hey. Here you go, can. Hey, Charlie.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
They go 368. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Right there. 54.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Dalton on the draw to Mixon, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
All right, here's Dalton. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Shift.
Nice. 368. Hey, exit.
So now Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it?
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike. Ready. 5-8, 5-8. I got 11. Hey, wahoo! 55, Mike, 55. Me and you all day. Here we go. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down is Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13.
Bravo. Sammy.
Throwing now is Brees. This is caught by Ginn. 27 yards there, a first down.
Yellow lady. 5-9. Mike, 55. Hey, Echo. 55. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Brees now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Brees. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Brees. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
A ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Hey, orbit. Here you go, Cam. Recon, 132 fighter. 36. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd and 1, Dalton. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Breeze to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze able to find the veteran Ginn, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
36, 36. 5. Come on.
Breeze now to throw. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2-2. Move!
On 2nd down, Mixon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Check, 47. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44,
Here you go.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
5-6.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
I'm trying to collect.
Passing, it's Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
5-1.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith, 53 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
40. Here you go, kid.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Dalton here from the gun. He's got his man. This is Tate. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
93, 52, 93, 40.
On 1st down, Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a 1st down.
318.
Check, 47.
368.
D, get the ball right here.
There you go, 368.
So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Second and 10. Dalton once more. Open man is lost, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, Zoo. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Go.
Dalton, first and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
21. 55.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Hey, Steve 6.
Breeze going to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Check safety. Check 26. Here we go. 55 is my guy. 55. 22.
On third and long, it's Breeze. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's second and 6.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. To throw on second and 6, Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Breeze now. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jordan Evans. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton going deep downfield for... And now here is another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. He wants it all for the end. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, 33 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Move. Pick your game up. Hey, exit. Tighten up. Hey. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
To throw again. Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Nice pick.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch if you want it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Hey, slick then he with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole for it all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, ain't all that lane switching. This is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to act like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bra, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Check three. We're going to 53. Go, get out there. 26.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. 47. Here we go, 46. Got it. 54. Mike, 54. Here we go, going to 54. Why here? Check. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll let this go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 32 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken short.
Come on, let's go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Gun.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. Check. Switch.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Gun.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This will be taken very short. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Check right, 54. Here we go, go to 54.
On second down, Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Hey, 2-2. 2-2.
That's it. We're going 25 to Mike. Man out, man.
26.
Now Prescott. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Hey, 25 to Mike. 25 to Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. At the 50-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go. Check 4.
Ready.
From the 50, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
DJ Moore. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey! 20. He's coming, double up.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. It'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Great. Watch out. Gun.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. They will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
Ready?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? Check, ready?
Check 55, Mike. Here we go.
Gun. 20.
On third down, Newton looking for the ends, and that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, and the Panthers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field.
It got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
And watch that. And watch the ball.
There we go. Kill.
54, Mike.
Now Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. A first down throw for Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, kill. 47. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here I come. Then we're going to 53. 54. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
We're going to 54. Why is?
Right there. 54. Right there.
Prescott yet again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath, the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken short. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken very short.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Greg. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Rip left.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready. 55. 20. Watch the run. Check 31. 8.
On second and 15 now. Newton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 26 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Great. 20.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
On 1st down, Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike, 55. Gun. 55. Marcus, defense, Marcus. Check, 55. 20. Check, 55. Express. I don't think you got it, son. Mike, 5.
On 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Check. 54. You don't see me in your nightmare. You don't see me in your nightmare.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
55. Check 55. Mike. 8. Check 3.
Throwing again is Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
We're going to 53. He's checking crash.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has. But
this is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 50 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Ready? 180. Mike 54. Great. Here I come again. 20. Here I come again.
Newton to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
He's got him in, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
At 25 to Mike. We're going to go 46. Truck. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Hey, kill. 25 to Mike. 26.
Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Time to go. Night.
Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. It's a tie game. You don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Ready. Check 55. 20. That's 8.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
55.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
And a Panther first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch the screen.
shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
55, Mike, 55. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. Used
say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, it's Hines. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On play action, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check three.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 78 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 68 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The play fake. Here's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Brissett now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
This is Hines. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
38-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bring it. Bring it. That's it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch the middle. 54.
To throw, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. They'll run on first down. Hines. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Vinatieri now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Hey, watch it. Hey, alert 3. Easy.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. Blue lady. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Throwing, Winston. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 45's the mic.
Jameis again. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll throw again. Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the carry, it's Logan. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Winston. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. This is Jones. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. He's coming. Kill.
Out. From the shotgun, it's Bissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Over. 45, Mike, 45.
On second down, Brissett again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Go.
They go play action. Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The tackle there by George Odom.
Brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On second and 9, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Play fake. Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Play action now. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's into the clear. Past the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. 78 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just...
That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Indy. 54 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
Brissett to throw on first. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking deep downfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They're going to try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Mark 37.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Ready? Right. Like 5-4. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
On first down, it's Hines. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Set, ready. Henry. 45. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Red seat. Watch the shoot.
They run again with Hines. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Back now in Tampa. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Brissett from the gun on third. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
You ready? Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first down carry by Jones. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Switch. Easy.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Brissett looks to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carl.
Not a day in my life.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to act like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? Rep where you from, where you post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to act like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, it's to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. So here's the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready, 5-9. Lunch 59. Watch QB drop. Watch QB. 0-2. Hey, Wahoo. Hey, easy.
On first down, Brees. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Let's go. 11.
First down, New Orleans.
Bravo.
Throwing on first down is Brees. And Thomas has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Brees. Looking long for Thomas. Got a man at it's caught inside the 10. They give him a gain of 37. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Breeze. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll run it with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Here we go with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On 2nd down, Freeman. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ready. 280. Watch the slip. 54, down. 27, Mike. 27, Mike. Mike, 27. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Kill. Hey, Echo.
Breeze going to throw. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Hey, easy. You'll kill.
59 mark.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. You'll kill. Hey, over.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze looking long for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 45 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, check one.
Watch the pass.
Well, let's go. Let him go.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Check 4.
Check. Hey, check. 58.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 37.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got it. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
To throw again, Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. Double waiting. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the shit.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. They have him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Space. Watch out. 47's the mic. 47. Hey, free play. 39. Gun. Spot. Gun. Spot. No. Both 7's the mic.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mike's 47. I got you, punk. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Check 51,
Now Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, 59, ready? 47. Got it. Check, 47. Hey, watch the delay. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
47. Hey, Delta. Mike 47. Yeah. Mike's 47.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan, this one complete to Devontae Freeman. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
51, sub. Check 31, check 31. You draw quarters. Check. Hey, check. 11.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
58. Hey, Zoo. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Exit. 47. 21. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Hey.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now Breeze. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.